What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my first ever 2018 Destiny 2 video, guys, and I am just freaking the crap out. Bungie's weekly update just came out. I am recording this from my phone, I'm sorry, but that's what I'm doing. Sorry, I just had to check something, but yeah, we're gonna get started. So, like I said, I am doing this on my phone. So, Bungie came out saying that Destiny 2 has been really dry lately. They've been extremely honest, and as you guys can see, Christopher Barrett came out during the holiday season last year when the dawning was light, but they know they messed up on the dawning. So, to start off with, here's the roadmap. I cannot zoom in on my phone, but what you guys can do is you can pause the video. So it looks like the expansions are gonna be the same. So you'll get a new story, Crucible strikes, yada yada, and then seasons. Get Iron Banner, Faction Rally. I don't know, just some sandbox updates. Eververse looks like they're addressing Eververse. So as you guys see, Eververse, she says we recognize that the scales are tipped too far towards test at the moment, and Eververse was never intended to be a substitute for in-game content and rewards. So we're making 3 changes for outcomes. We're shifting the balance of new content in favor of activity rewards over bright engrams. This includes adding ghosts, sparrows, and ships to date found only in bright engrams to achievement rewards pool. Do not really what that mean. I do not know what that means. We'll provide a gameplay path to earn bright engrams on all contained rewards, including event engrams. So I'm guessing that has to do something with public events. We'll give more players more direct purchase options and make adjustments to bright engrams to allow players. So what I'm guessing with that statement is they're probably saying if you decide to buy bright engrams, you probably get some buff or whatever. That's what I'm guessing. So going to Crimson Days. If you guys don't know, Crimson Days will be launching sometime in February. We're not sure. It says right here beginning February 13th. And so it says completing Nightfall Raid and Crimson Day milestones during Crimson Days will reward you an exclusive legendary emote, weapon skin, and exotic sparrow, respectively. That is a huge thing to hear about for me, because I hate tests a lot. I hate the bright engram system, but it feels amazing to hear that. Players will earn double engrams at level up. Wow, that is a lot. Crimson engrams and 1 illuminating. That is what they should have done with the dawning. That is a really good addition, in my opinion. Right there, I'll highlight that. Right there. That is a good one right there. Crimson engrams can also drop from completing the Crimson Days match and from completing the Crimson Day milestone on each character. And each Crimson engram is very strongly weighted to new rewards when decrypted until all new event items have been obtained. So looks like Crimson Days will be a good event. If you guys don't know, it is a free update. If you guys know, Crimson Days originally started in D1. They decorated all the tower and like all in red and pink and stuff. Well, it looks like this was gonna be a fun event. XP rates. I have read this before. The XP rates they're still investigating. Like I said, if you guys want to pause the video anytime, you can. So the roadmap. So this is the biggest thing out of the whole update, in my opinion. So they have they broke it down. They broke it down into months and stuff. So we're gonna start with January. On January 30th, in a few weeks, actually, they're adding Masterwork armor, which is really good to hear. I'm not a fan of Masterwork, in my opinion, but it looks like Masterwork armor provides increased damage reduction while you're using your super. And as you guys can see from this image, I know I can't blow him up that well. I can see him a little bit, but it looks like Masterworks will be a huge thing coming later on. Working on the raid reward. I haven't done a raid personally. I've done the Leviathan a few times, but not a lot. It looks like one of the biggest things I saw is they are also adding a new ghost. February update, strike scoring, big thing right there. Just we needed something, and that's what we get. Trying to think. I'm looking at my notes here too. Oh yeah, Nightfall will have high scores, and will be new emblems, so like those tracking emblems. Mods 2.0, they're looking at putting out new mods and putting on 2 exotic weapons. PvP, really great PvP things. Like I said, I'll link this down in the description box below. They're adding a Crucible rank. So as you guys can see, Crucible, this is the most exciting thing I've seen is Crucible. They're looking like they're gonna go to the esports type of side, but they're adding a bunch of stuff for people who don't like the 4v4 things. So beginning with Season 3, it says we'll introduce seasonal Crucible ranks. There will be 2 different ranks for players to pursue. Really great thing. I love pursuing stuff in Destiny, even in any game. So it's for Valor, a progression rank that goes up as you complete matches. Winning helps you move up faster. There are no loss penalties. Maybe for those casual players who don't really are not that good, in my opinion. So Glory, a progression rank that goes up when you win and down when you lose. Performance is how you move up here. So it looks like for Glory, it looks like you want to do it with teammates, and Valor's kind of with random people. Private matches. This is the big thing that the community wants. In my opinion, I didn't really use them when they announced in Rise of Iron. But I can totally see me playing it now. I have a lot more friends now that play Destiny 2, so yeah, it'll be kind of fun. It says private matches coming to all players of Destiny 2. Players will be able to invite their friends to play on a map and mode of their choosing. So you guys can see, I know the picture's not blown up that well, but there's a game type, map, time limit, score to win, maximum lives, and then allow resurrection. Um, this is the big thing people wanted. There's a 6v6 players. We're bringing 6v6 PvP to Destiny 2 in addition to current 4v4 game modes. They didn't specifically say what game modes, but they are listed in there bringing back 6v6. A huge thing for people who like Crucible. Mayhem will return as a limited time event during Season 3 and going forward. If you guys don't know, Mayhem was only exclusive to the Dawning, so it looks like they're going to be bringing it back once DLC 2 drops. It says some additional fixes. We're making some changes to make quitting less common and behind-the-scenes security improvements to help improve the overall Crucible experience. That's a good thing that they're looking at. I hate when people leave and stuff like that, especially on your team. Weapon and ability balance pass, sandbox adjustments based on player feedback and data from the live game. The sandbox team will share specific changes as we lead up to Season 3. Exotic weapon and armor balance pass. Exotic weapons and armor receiving a comprehensive design pass to ensure they stand out from the rest of the gear and offer new, exciting, powerful ways to play. So it looks like they're going to be looking at some of the exotics that have been killing in Crucible. The colony. Oh, I hate that weapon. Specific vendors will now display a seasonal ranking. Earning reputation will unlock a new unique seasonal rewards and will set each season. So finally, they are addressing the vendors. I don't know if that's planetary vendors. It sounds like just Crucible, Vanguard, and the factions, but I might be wrong. They're going to improve Iron Banner and faction rallies. In addition to the change that you will see when Iron Banner and faction rally return this month, that's a big thing. We will continue I can't speak on these to make them unique, exciting experience that you all look forward to. So it looks like they're going to be adding new weapons and new armor if they're going to say that they want us to get us excited for it. Playlist reputation reduction. This feature solves the problem of experiencing the same playlist entry multiple times in consecutive or frequent sessions for both Crucible and Strikes. So hopefully they're going to be adding for Crucible what game mode you want to play. For as of now, if you go to Quick Play, you have a chance of playing like Supremacy, Control, Clash. I think that's between those 3 game modes. I might be wrong, but hopefully they end that. End game players. The biggest thing about Destiny 2 failing right now is the end game. So it says, we agree with your feedback on the imbalance between achievement and bright engram rewards, and we will be making adjustments to shift more rewards into specific in-game pursuits instead of generic XP grinding for bright engrams. We're excited to share the details as soon as we have them worked out. That's a big thing because not that many people like to grind out for it. Multi-emote. When multi-emote launches, you'll be able to choose which emote you have which emote you have equipped to each of your 4 emote slots. So looks like we'll be having like an emote wheel, just like the Division, if you guys have played that. Vault space, a lot of people have complained about vault space. For me, personally, I don't really care. It says we are targeting an additional 50 slots to player vaults. We don't believe just adding more space is a complete solution, and we are actively working on other changes to reduce load on your vault space. We're adding an exotic accessory tab to vault collections, so you'll no longer need to spend vault space on exotic ships, sparrows, and ghosts. That's a big thing. For you PC players, you guys will be getting a clan chat in the tower. They said it is targeted for February, but this is only on PC, like I said. So it's kind of like the forums. Instead of you going on your phone and looking for a team or a computer or whatever, you can do it in the tower if you really wanted to. Heroic strike changes. They'll be adding modifiers to add more game variety to experience. So this is they actually had a fall 2018, which was actually a really surprising thing that I saw out of all of this. It says item collection records. What I mean by records, I'm referring to those record books. If you guys ever played D1, they had like an Rise of Iron, then they had a Dawning, then they had a Moment of Age of Triumph and stuff like that. So they have weapon slots and archetype improvements. So looks like they're hearing from the people that they want their shotgun snipers, fusion rifles, and stuff back into the secondary slot. That's what I probably meant. Adding additional Crucible playlists, e.g. Rumble. So it looks like Rumble will be coming out later this year. Kind of disappointing, but it's alright. Better clan rewards, masterwork exotics, pinnacle weapon and gear improvements, Trials of the Nine improvements, shaders and dismantling, the future of guided games, addressing solo versus fire team matchmaking and matching. So out of this list, I think the new collections, weapon slots, and then the addressing solo versus fire team matchmaking, those three, and then of course the Crucible playlist. Those four are probably the biggest things I like to hear more about. And then on the final note, Christopher Barrett says, expect to hear more from us via the Bungie.net, Twitch, and social media. We'll be talking to you more directly and more often as promised. We want to thank our community for all the passion and detailed feedback you provide. It's crucial to our ability to continue to continually improve Destiny. So thank you, talk to you soon, Christopher Barrett. So it looks like they addressed a lot of the community's concerns. My biggest thing was the Crucible. I love Crucible, and to hear that they're adding this ranked game mode is really good. As you guys can see from this picture, we have this like Valor circle or whatever, and it has like a little rank bot added. I think it has to do with your rank, and I think it's a really great progression of what they're doing over at Bungie. I can't wait for Crimson Days to come out. I think it'll be a really good update. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next Destiny 2 video.